Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about WoW's 17th anniversary event. Just kind of run through all the things that you can be doing for this event. It's not a ton, but I do always enjoy the event in general. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing is when you log in, you'll get an achievement, WoW 17th anniversary. If you log in during this period when the event is active, and in your mailbox, you'll have a celebration package. You have a gift, and it will be a celebration package and a quest item and a firework. A celebration package, when you right click it in your bags, will give you a buff during the whole duration of the event, where your reputation and experiences gains are increased by 17%. It's really good for rep bonus. Obviously, for leveling alts, it's also quite great. And so you'll be able to do that. The quest is for you to go to the Caverns of Time, where Chromie's going to be, and you'll turn that in, and you'll see that she'll have quests for you as well. And these quests are going to reward with badges, time walking badges. If you go over to the side around, so if you go around the circle in the middle where Chromie's at, you'll eventually come to two other NPCs, and one of those will have a quest for you as well. And then kind of closer to the middle, kind of where Chromie's, like how Chromie is standing, but next to those two NPCs around the corner, there'll be a vendor that has some things that you can buy if you don't have them yet, and there is one new thing added. So the main quest you're going to get from Chromie is to kill Doomwalker. He's just right outside the Caverns of Time, so if you go down first and get the quest, then you just fly back up. He has a fast respawn time. He has a daily lockout, so you can kill him once per day. This is mostly going to be to farm time warp badges at this point, which I'll talk about why that is now. And the quest from there'll be two quests from the other quest giver, and one of them will be just to answer a question, just gives you a few time walking badges, and then the other one will be to go kill the old world bosses. There isn't anything major that you can gain. There's nothing new added to the loot tables of the old bosses, which are Yasandra, I believe. I'm not going to get all their names right, but there's one in Feralis, there's one in Ajara. So while you're there in Teneris anyways, you can fly up and hit those. And then there's one in the Blasted Lands, Lord Kazakh. So those are what the locations of those three. If you kill those three, there is loot that drops from them. Again, if you've already done all this previously, then it's not like any new loot, and you can turn that quest in for badges as well. With the badges, you have some things that you can buy. You can buy wands that turn you into things, kind of like Halloween wands. Corgi Pup toy. These things have been in there before. Edwin Van Cleef costume that you can use. I had this in my bags for way too long. It has 50 charges, and I used like 20 of them randomly, but I ended up throwing it away last year. The new thing added, though, is the timeless mechanical dragonling. That's a pet. That's 200 time warped badges, time walking badges, same thing. And so that's easy to obtain from these quests alone will give you enough to get that if you've never done time walking before even, and you have 0 badges. So when you kill Doomwalker, you'll have a quest, like I said, to kill Doomwalker outside. He has a really fast respawn. It's a daily reset on loot. They did hotfix it to where the toy and the mount, so you have a Doomwalker trophy stand and you have Illidari Dragonhawk as the mount, and these are now 100% drop rates. They were like 1% drop rates, and some people made some really good points that during a celebration you shouldn't, like, if you go all 3 weeks and you don't get these things, it feels awful, especially if you try every single day, and it's supposed to be like a celebration, right? It's not supposed to be something hard to get. So they did change it to 100% drop rate. You know, I think that's better than 1%. I think maybe having it be like 25% or something like that would be fine to get people to engage to log in more days than, one. And because I would have done these other world bosses too more, right, if I was doing this one anyways. And so I would have just engaged with the system more, and that's why they do that. But I totally get the point that you really don't want anybody missing out on it either that wants it, because it's supposed to be a celebration. They did add some new transmog type stuff, some new weapons and armor to Kazakh on his loot table. So there's a Kama's Edge. It's a one-handed axe. That's a weapon that's been added. So you can get that. That's new. And then there's a mail waist. There is leather shoulders. And there are plate feet that are new. So if you're any of those things, you can potentially get a new transmog that you do not have yet. You can also take part in the Altaric Valley as well. So you get to do the Altaric Valley of Old. There are mounts associated with this, but this was around in the last one as well. So if you participated in it, you probably already have the mounts. So when you scroll over it, it'll show you a reward and it'll say like 200 time walking badges. That's if you already have the mount. Otherwise, it'll say a mount. So basically, if you do enough of this Altaric Valley of Old, you'll eventually get the mount. If not, you can farm badges that way. There are quests inside there and stuff too that you can do. But it's just another option of something you can queue for. I'm sure it gives like a ton of honor and stuff. So the Altaric Valley of Old. It's not exactly like vanilla, but it's kind of closer to that. So it's pretty cool. So I think that's about it. So you have basically you're getting the mount, you're getting the mount and the toy for free. Do a couple things. You can buy the new pet, and then other than that, you can try to farm these transmogs if you want. And you can. It is a very efficient way to farm time warp badges as well. If you just do the daily quests, even like you'll get thousands of time warp badges throughout this event if you do care to take part in that. Other than that, you're just enjoying the 17% experience, 17% reputation gains. Just some casual stuff to enjoy. It's not super engaging because if you don't really want the time warp badges, you don't really have any incentive, especially to like go do the old bosses because they don't have any transmog or anything that they can drop that's new. Like you might not have it. I mean, you can still check, right? You can check maybe there's stuff that you don't have from those bosses that they can drop. So that would be a reason to go do it. So I think that's about it for this. I've been enjoying it so far. It's only been 2 days. They changed the amount to 100%, so I got that now. I don't know how much more I'm going to engage with it. I have been meaning to farm time warp badges. That doesn't mean I'm going to, but there's a lot of things that I still want to get that I don't have yet from time warp badges. So the efficiency side of my brain is telling me to farm these and like go do these dailies real quick and get these time warp badges just because it's an efficient way to gather them. I don't know that I will, but it's definitely something that's on my mind. That's about it for this video. As always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out so much. And other than that, everybody, have a good one.